Hold up, hold up, hold up. It's that boy G Plans. Don't give a damn. He cooler than a fan. Walking real tall. Some say he's a man.
Real talk to me. Now, I want to highlight a little bit more before we get out of here, bro. All white. I know you mentioned it at the beginning, but I want to talk about it more.
Yeah.
Because when I see it now, of course I see Young Gotti and I see all these guys here. R.I.P. Pimp C, he got an all white mink on all this stuff. But you like, bro, like I started this.
Man, I started this.
And the reason why I bring this up, I want you to tell the people, man, because people don't know, but they need to know.
Yeah. Man, I started that. I started that shit back in 2000. Anybody and everybody know me. When I back in 2000, when I was into the cars, I had 15, 16 to 20 cars at a certain time. All foreigners, all white. I've been doing that. Rick Ross was Teflon. He wasn't even Rick Ross then. Yo Gotti was still rapping with Boost, signed under R. Kelly. None of these niggas existed. You know what I'm saying? These niggas ain't even know what it was. Like, even when I bumped into the other Meechie for the Super Bowl that time, yeah, they had about 8, 9, 10 cars, but I had 20 cars. My artists driving my cars, they was my cars, and all of them was white. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying I started that shit back in 2000. You know, that shit was all white everything back then. These niggas just started getting all white. But of course, you know why they got money late. I've been getting money since high school. You feel what I'm saying? I've been on since high school. That's why I say when you go to talk about the other Meech, I ain't really heard the other Meech for about 2 years before he got swept up. And the only reason I did that because I would go different places and niggas would get us mixed up. You know?
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Atlanta got me. That's what ran me up out of Atlanta because them people ran down on me, mixed me up with him because I was coming out the strip club one time. And then a stripper mentioned him to me one time. You feel what I'm saying? Even like you probably heard me on one podcast when them people came and they took $500,000 from me in 2005, and I tried to play the game. He was like, "Yeah, we got it." I'm like, "Nigga, you got the wrong one. No, we got both of y'all." You feel what I'm saying? So I've been doing this shit. I've been doing this shit since high school. I've been on since high school. When I got arrested in 1993, they took $800,000 from me. I'm in high school. $800,000 and $300,000 worth of cars. I had $300,000 worth of jewelry. So I was worth about 1.6, 1.7 million in high school. Anybody that know me, they'll tell you. You feel me? I've been doing this shit.
But now, I'm pretty sure none of that stuff excites you anymore.
Nah. That goes back to tell you about the journey.
Yeah.
About the education. About why this happened. You feel me? And it's all about becoming. So God, I kind of understand that God do certain things and make you experience certain things. So when he gives you some great, you would not swindle it because it's coming to you now. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what I come to grips of understanding all the things that I did when I was young, all the things I accumulated when I done the money, it's coming to me now. If I get $1 billion today, shit, it's coming to me now. Because what am I going to do different? You feel me? Okay, I know that I'm going to now invest in just businesses, but outside of that, cars, clothes, the shit you see me in right now, it's 10 years old. I've been out of prison. I think clothes-wise, I ain't spending nothing but probably about $1,000 on clothes. Anything and everything I wear, this shit 10 years old. This Kobe, you can't find this no more. You feel me? It's 10 years old. I got vintage shit in my closet. You feel me? I'm wearing my shit, motherfuckers. I walk into the Foot Locker, they asking me, where you get that from? Man, this shit 10 years old. I get so tired of telling people shoes, clothes, all my shit 10 years old. My wife kept all my stuff. And I'm looking cleaner than the niggas that's walking out here now. I walk in the Foot Locker, that bullshit they got can't compare to the shit I got. You feel what I'm saying? I feel good and confident walking out in my shit.
Wow. Do you have any clothes from the 90s?
Not from the 90s, but I got all this shit from 10 years old. That's close to the 90s. You feel me? Because anything from the 90s, the mothballs and mouths would have been ate that shit up by now.
Oh, for sure. You right about that. You right about that. I ain't thinking of that because I got to thinking about Pat and how he had them Versace shirts and them hats and y'all was in gator boots and slacks. And I'm like, they really was
he
dressing
told me back in the days, that's what I'm trying to tell you. But nah. Yeah, I just everything, like I say back again to that's just it's a common thing to me now.
Man. Man, now one thing or another thing. Like, what do you want people to get from your overall message? You know, you on podcasts.
Yeah.
You really you're a mogul, a public figure in a sense.
Yeah.
What do you want people to get from your story?
Well, the book coming out too. I got a book coming out called Black Migo: The Rise of the Phoenix.
Okay.
You know, it'll tell the life story, and of course, I'm in talks about doing a series, a script. You know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So you know, the thing that I can't say what I want them to get because I've learned no longer set examples but lead by examples. So it's like I don't want to create a biased situation by telling somebody what I want you to get from my story. I want you to hear my story, feel my story, understand my story, and you use your outlook to see where we are relatable at. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the biggest thing with me. Because I've come to grips of understanding if I walk up and I tell somebody my view on something, then I'm creating a biased situation because now they're going to weigh in on my view. So I'd rather just put this on the table and walk off and let 9 people walk up and look at it, and each one of them 9 people get their own interpretation of it. You feel what I'm saying? But each one of those interpretations is going to be beneficial to each one of those 9 people. You see what I'm saying? And that's the way I look at it. You know, I'm one of those people. You know, I used to be a I told you so person, or I used to be a person that wanted to be the smartest man on my planet or the smartest man in the room. I no longer want to do that because I want to study you. You know, I tell people I'm like a scientist. I don't study plants and animals, I study people. So I like to walk up into a conversation and don't say nothing, but I like to listen to y'all conversate because as I listen to y'all conversate, I can read each individual and I can pretty much tell you where that individual head at. You know what I'm saying? And I'm to that person that people understand about being an assertive speaker. You also have to be an assertive listener, and that's what I am. I can listen for hours and don't speak a word. But when it's all said and done, I didn't heard enough about a person that I ain't had 2 words with, and I could tell, hey man, that person like this. You feel what I'm saying? And then it'll come, how you knew that? Because I'm an assertive listener. But I'm also studying you like I studied them ants. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what I spend my time doing. In prison, you got to stop and think. I'm in a cell with 218 people. You see what I'm saying? And days I would just put on these big old headphones, and I would have my little thing with me, my little whatever that thing is, iPod, but I won't be listening to nothing. I just don't want nobody talking to me. So I would walk through the dorm because we in a 218 man dorm, and I would hear conversations from 100 people, different conversations, but I'm not speaking on nothing. I'm just information to grab. Tell a motherfucker, yeah, I'm nosy, but I'm not nosy to spread a person's business. I'm nosy for my awareness. But again, I'm a information gatherer. You feel me? I like to gather information. I like to listen, you know. And then when I get through listening, I can correlate what I heard and I can put it together. And then I'm going to give you a Rubik's Cube. Yeah. And once I give you that Rubik's Cube, I'm going to see if you can put them colors and make them all match on the same side.
Let you figure that out.
That you figured it out.
You know what I'm saying?
So, you know, that's the type of person I am, you know?
Yeah, man. Well, I appreciate this conversation, bro.
I appreciate you.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to see more videos from you.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're doing your thing. Man,
I'm just trying to, like I say, go with the flow.
Yes.
Go wherever the spirit send me, that's where I'm going. Whatever you want to talk about, hey, people get it when I get mad. Man, do you want to talk? Man, you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. I ain't ashamed of nothing that I've been through. Anything I say ain't gonna be no backhand slap from it because I done did my time for it. So we can talk about whatever.